nice and crisp, isn't it? That's much better. I think we can all agree that's much better. Try again. Surrounded by a dog. It's a monkey, and they're a fucking terribly designed enemy. In that particular room, there's a random chance that that enemy can start pre-aggroed and hit you automatically before they can do anything. The fact that that's possible is really dumb and, like, a clear oversight. I fucking hate. Like, you just lose 5 seconds every time. It's really bad and dumb. I resent that enemy's inclusion. They're badly implemented. They're badly designed. I hate them.
Where are you going?
They're either... Those enemies are either barely a factor or they're absolutely impossible to deal with. Fuck them. Fuck everyone who came up with them. They never feel good. They always feel unfair.
This? What's going on here?
Slow death. Hi, newbie. Welcome. Thanks for the good luck, because I'll fucking need it. Getting health drink, that's not lucky. Just all my runs, so it's amazing to see me live. All my runs? Damn. That's a lot of runs.
What's going on with that radio?
I've done quite a few. It's not just those runs, there's more. Coming soon to a stream near you.
This is my dream. What's happening to this place?
Future programming is scheduled. Funding for this program was made possible by viewers like you. My brain, like, zoned out for a moment. What was it? I had a train of thought before I got onto that, and now it's gone, because it's just been replaced by a From song. Right, I need to buy the new WarioWare. That was it. These are the sorts of machinations going on in the back of my skull while I'm streaming. It's not out yet. I want that game, so I need to, like, put in an order for it. I'm gonna pre-order a video game. It's crazy what people can do these days. I pre-order games more now than I think I ever used to. Perk and/or quirk of the job, I guess. I don't think they'll ever make a PC version of this game. It never existed in the first place, you know? Like, if they haven't done it by now, I don't think they'll ever do it. Oh, wouldn't mind it if they did, to be clear. It's always been kind of weird that this is like the only Team Silent game without a PC port. Japanese version equals faster text. No, I just have the Japanese version. It doesn't matter which version you play the game on. Here's the thing. American games and equipment and hardware are expensive, and I'm not American. I'm English. But I speak Japanese, so I happen to have Japanese equipment instead. And it's like, well, fuck it. Japan it is. It says that, yeah, that being said, that my little, like, thing for that says it's probably faster. Probably does not mean always. Japanese is not faster for this game. It makes no difference. At least as far as I can discern. Just happens that I have the Japanese version. How expensive is an American copy of Silent Hill 1 at this point, actually? I imagine it's probably quite a pretty penny given the absolute fucking nightmare state of the American retro game collecting market, and coupled with the fact Silent Hill is actually a reasonably well-known game. Whereas my Japanese copy of this game cost me like $10. Over $100 no matter what. It's not worth $100. That's dumb. Yeah, that's why I don't own a lot of American games for my speedrunning purposes, because Americans try to charge like 4 times what everything is worth. I don't know what's... Collectively, there is something wrong with you guys. Like, American games aren't rare. They're priced like they're super rare, but they're not. They're more common than PAL copies. But for some reason, they're like 4 times as expensive, and the demand isn't really there either. I don't know. It's just, there's like some sort of price-fixing agreement going there. It's weird. It's weird and I hate it. So I mostly buy stuff from Japan. Which, fortunately for me, I have turned into a thing. Due to the aforementioned ability to understand the language. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't get. When it comes to Japanese games, right, almost all listings I see, game, game, game. Complete in the box, often with the OoB. I don't even care about the fucking OoB, but they very often have it. Hey, Alex. Whereas, like, I search for like, this also occurs with, like, domestic games in, like, Europe as well, by the way. It's not just an American thing. But when I search for, like, English games, fucking loose disc, no case, like, generic case, no manual, missing disc for multi-disc games. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What's an OoB? OBI is the word, and it's a small piece of... This is easier to demonstrate with a physical example. It's a small piece of paper that comes with physical Japanese games very often that goes over the spine to give it a different appearance. Western games don't really come with these. Yeah, they're also on music CDs. Actually, that reminds me. I have a music CD that has an OoB. Hang on. That being said, you know, you've mentioned music CDs, and, like, fucking, I have the same problem with music CDs. They're, like, easier to find in Japan, and they're cheaper. I mean, I get that, because the music market is, like, so much bigger in Japan. It's just easier. I was trying to find, like, a Noah album. As in the electronic music band. People always think I'm saying the name, like, Noah, but it's, like, Noah, as in one who knows things. It's the Lewis Cole thing, alright? And, like, I couldn't actually find a Western copy of it, but I found tons of Japanese releases. For, like, $10. I was like, I didn't even know that fucking disc released in Japan. Apparently I would be surprised what releases in Japan. I was surprised to find that Lewis Cole, like, has albums. Over there. It's like, huh. Not the knowledge I expected to come into today, but time makes fools of us all. Good for him. Yeah, as a consequence of all of this, I have far more Japanese and European games than I do. Good split. Far more Japanese and European games than I do American ones. I do own like a scant handful of American copies of like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games. But every other system, it's... I don't think I own a single American Xbox game. Not that it really makes a difference. Like, the regional difference kind of stopped mattering past about the Wii era. Like, nowadays, version differences between regions of, like, Europe and America basically don't exist. Hi, Quasarain. Which is cool. I'm okay with that, because by God, I don't like importing things from America. But for PS1 speedrunning in particular, it's very often a necessity because, you know, power games run at 50 Hz, usually. Which is just slower by default. So if you want to play a game, and you want to play at speed, and you want to play it in English, or if, God forbid, it didn't get released in Japan at all, America's kind of your only option. I have an American copy of a game called Sorcerer's Maze. I could not for the life of me find a Japanese copy of that game. I did try. It's called Prismland Story in Japan, but I still couldn't find a fucking copy of it. I can't imagine it's rare. But still, like, I don't know, something about my search terms must be off. That game wasn't too expensive, at least. That was like 20 bucks. Customs tax is pretty high from Japan when they feel like applying it. Import tax is basically a scam in the UK. It just randomly happens sometimes. It's like, oh, we've decided to hold your item hostage until you pay us a protection fee. It's like, thanks, Royal Mail. I don't think I have ever, as of yet, been charged import tax on a video game. I have been charged import tax on shirts. More than anything else. I think my favorite import tax dodge was when, I bought a specialty rhythm game controller from someone in China. We had a steampunk. I bought a specialty rhythm game controller for someone in China. And the package came obviously marked as being, like, valued at much lower than what it was actually, that I actually paid for it in an effort to dodge import tax, which is very cool, like, things we're doing here, by the way. I did not agree to this. That's just, they just do that. But the item in question the package was marked as, it was marked as being plastic teeth. So I get this package at my door, this fucking huge and heavy as shit package, because it was a poppin' music controller. They're huge. I could beat someone to death with that thing. And I'm just like, on the box it says plastic teeth, and I'm like... I was like scared to open it because I was like, plastic teeth? Then I open it, I'm just like, oh no, it's my proper music controller. And then I realized they've like picked a random item to declare the package as so that they can duck customs. What a scrupulous technique. Yeah, the brief, did I get scammed? It's like, no, the controller's good and it works fine. It's sturdy, it's big, it's heavy, it's got heft to it, it's nice. But still, it's just plastic teeth? I don't own Taiko for Switch. Because there's no real good, like, Taiko controllers. And also, Taiko's not really my favorite rhythm game going. I don't know what it is about Taiko, but I don't warm to it that much. No, I don't think I own a single Taiko game, actually. Is the skull avatar I have from a game? No, it's just a picture of a skull. I think it's actually from a redrawn stock photo. I'm actually not 100% clear on what the precise origin of it is, but it's not from anything in particular. I just picked that image and committed to it because I didn't feel like changing my avatar all the time. Consistent branding for streamer, you know, even though like no one really like no one really cares about the icon anyway. Biggest arcade in the UK is in Leeds, and you learned that the other day. If you're thinking of the same place I'm thinking of, you might see me there sometime, because I turn up. I go there to play the dance games. Cokestar Road? Yeah, I think that's the one. I'm not, like, local, but I am there sometimes. Yeah, Free Play City opened up, didn't it? Been hearing all about that. I've been meaning to visit, because my parents are from London, so, like, it makes a good excuse to go and, like, say hi to the folks and then bugger off and go play tune with them for 6 hours. For those of you who are, like, new to this stream, I am a huge rhythm game idiot. There, like, off camera, there is a box full of novelty rhythm game controllers. I got, like, a pop and music fucking con, I got a sound vortex con, I have multiple flavors of DDR pads, all of which don't really work that great. I think I have the American 2DX controller, even though I'm fucking horrid at 2DX. Do you like DS games? Because you recently picked up a game called Os Tatakai Ouendan. I have all the Ouendans! All 3 of them! I'm including Elite BD agents in this as a calculation. In fact, the two Owendan games was like two of my earliest import purchases ever. God, there was something wrong with me even when I was a kid. What fucking 16-year-old goes around importing DS games? Hosting a DDR comp later this month. You know, the last DDR tournament I went to was the one at Arcade Club Leeds, and it was the first tournament where I actually qualified for the higher bracket, but it also meant I had no chance of winning, because I was in that awkward state of being slightly too good to qualify for lower, but absolutely not good enough to win higher. It's like, well, fuck. I'm just here now. It was nice. It was improvement, because last time I didn't qualify for higher bracket at all. That time I did, but it's like, we'll never, like, now I have, like, there's no chance of that going long. Because, like, basically the way they broke that down was, can you pass Spanish Snowy Dance? That was basically the criteria they used, and it turns out, yes, I can. Albeit barely. I beat all of lower bracket, but here's the thing, I didn't get any money for it. The last time when I came, did I win or did I come in second? I can't remember. I don't remember the results of the lower bracket of the first tournament I went to. I can't remember. I think I came second. I don't think I won. Anyway, I made money. All right. But then qualified for higher bracket, I went 1 and 2. And it's like, nope. Straight out. But at least the one I won was off the back of Beachside Bunny. My specialty. Love to. I haven't had a chance to play rhythm games in like months due to like the whole lockdown thing, but I'm kind of vaccinated now. I can start going again. Yeah, well, like I made money. Like the fuck, it paid for my train ride because I got to get a train to go to the arcade because it's like not close to me at all. Does the action music matter for people, or is it just the tempo? The music matters a lot. Gotta be able to hear the beat, man. Play it loud. Also, the music's like good, you know? Like I don't know if you've managed to like catch the very start of one of these streams, but when I'm like doing the getting ready thing, all of the music is from rhythm games, all of it. My pre-stream playlist is exclusively derived of music game music. Y'all just making me want to play music games. Can I just like bin out on Silent Hill and get the proper music controller out? This game sucks, I want to jam. I shouldn't do that. I could. I shouldn't though. No, it's just impossible. It's so far forward from the default. That sucks ass. Doesn't matter what I did there. That was never gonna work. Games that I'm looking forward to playing but never have. On-Gekki. Oh, fuck off, game. Suck every fucking dick. Boring. What a pointlessly bad hospital. I've never gotten to play On-Gekki before. But there is cabinet in country. And I will go to cabinet to play On-Gekki. If you have never seen On-Gekki before, and I don't blame you because it's one of those Japanese-only arcade games, there's like a stick in the middle of the cabinet that drives the character left and right. So you have to, like, stay in the line and also avoid bullet while you do rhythm game thing on buttons. Also, there's buttons on the side of the cabinet that you have to, like slap while you're doing this. There's much going on there. Also, I'm just thrilled by the name. On-Gekki is a fucking excellent name. You'll have to take my word for that if you don't. I'm not going to explain it to you, but that's a great name. That's a great name for a video game. A switch in the middle. It's like a lever. It's like an analog stick. Yes, this is all bosses. There are no skips. It's like Kraken DJ. I don't know what Kraken DJ is.
Was I dreaming?
Some turbo obscure game. I'm glad you are still enjoying the hair. I think it might be getting a bit too long. I can't see what I'm doing if I bend over. I need to schedule some time to go visit London sometime soon just because my family wants to see me. Because we haven't seen each other for 2 years on account of pandemic, you know? But we're all vaccinated now and about as safe as you can reasonably make this process. In this shitty hell country that refuses to do proper lockdowns. So is it truly safe? Questionable. But either way, I do want to start going to the arcades again. I miss my dance rush.
Cheryl.
Got his ass. Got his ass. Yes. Oops. Careful. Pay attention to the door you're about to walk through, it helps. How do you catch a virus 3 times? Ugh. Ugh, didn't fire in time. Well, as far as number of shots go, that fight was okay, but I delayed the last shot too long. I didn't press button quickly. I tried to trade, instead I just got hit. I don't think I have caught it at all, and I intend to keep it that way. But who knows? It might get increasingly difficult. Since I know my workplace does intend to get people back into the office at some point before the end of the year. They've actually kept on this working from home thing for a remarkably long time. Cases blowing up in the UK right now? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fortunately I have an office job, so I'm able to work from home. And it actually seems like I might be very, very lucky. My job, like, here's the funny thing, right? I probably shouldn't say this live on X. My employer finds this, I'm so fucked. But before the pandemic happened, I was actually 100% in the process of thinking about moving to a different job. But then pandemic happened, it's like, oh shit, I can work from home. I'm clinging to this job with everything I'm worth now. Because working from home is, like, huge for me. For a variety of reasons beyond just the obvious, which is that my chair's more comfortable. Hehehe. But also, I can watch YouTube while I do these things. But it might be a partial thing for me. It might be a shift to like some days office, some days home, and if it works out like that, it's if it works out like that, then yeah, cool. That's an improvement. I wouldn't mind that so much. That sounds fine. I think this is agreeable compromise. I would obviously prefer to work from home entirely, but I'd still consider even partial to be like an improvement that would make it worth hanging onto the job for, you know? It's like, well, that's a perk, isn't it? It's a perk for me. Probably shouldn't talk very candidly about like my opinion about my work like this on a live stream of like however many people. Unionize with chat. I'm already in the union. I'm good. Yeah, that's one of the... Okay, that's like a perk of UK living, at the very least, is that, like, our union culture is quite strong. Unions are regarded favourably in the public consciousness, generally speaking. This is one of the reasons. This is one of the the critical differences between British and American culture. We actually have pretty okay workers' rights. They could be better, but they could be worse. An arcade-ish place either had a machine that was like DDR, but the buttons were the diagonals. That's Pump It Up. You were playing Pump It Up. DDR, but with the diagonals, is Pump It Up. Yeah, Silent Hill for the masses. I play Silent Hill when I wish to pander to the crowd. I need to get viewers. Give me the numbers. I need them for September. You reel them in with the PlayStation 1 horror game, and then boom, playing a furry JRPG over the weekend. And everyone goes, what the hell is this? And I go, haha, fucking tricked idiot.
I disagree.
Ashley, thanks for the Prime Gaming. See, it works. Streaming is so easy. Why doesn't everyone do it? Oh yeah, what over the weekend? A furry JRPG. I'm talking about Fuga. The joke is Fuga, because I'm still planning on doing that run.
I disagree.
QSA, thanks for the 8 months of Prime Gaming. Yeah, I will do the like, you don't have to fucking subscribe for the Fuga, and I'm doing that regardless. I just don't know when. Next weekend, probably. Not this weekend, because I'm doing Big Bad Gameathon. But next weekend. Or maybe Sunday. Maybe. Depends how I feel. Because it's going to be like a fucking 6-hour run. I need like a day.
I disagree.
Just subbing cause I want to.
Just subbing because you want to. Sovereign, thanks for the 2 months of Prime Gaming. You fool, you activated the scam train. You got too carried away. Running in Big Bad Gameathon. I'm running 3 things in Big Bad Gameathon. I'm running Revelations 2012, a game nobody's heard of, because it's bad and big. I'm running Gun Survivor 2, as in Resident Evil Gun Survivor 2. They made a second one, can you believe it? And I'm also running Seven Mansions Ghastly Smile, which, again, no one's ever heard of. That's a Dreamcast survival horror game that never got released outside of Japan. As far as, like, survival horror games of the era go, Seven Mansions is, like, okay. It's okay. I'm getting body blocked. Fuckers. You know, rail shooters like House of the Dead? I like them, for the most part. I consider myself a rail shooter aficionado, actually. I own like a lot of them. They've mostly died out in recent times, which I think is both a shame and also not really a surprise. They don't really exist outside of the arcades. Although I think the quality of like, rail shooters varies tremendously. Like, here's a thing with me. I really don't like Time Crisis that much, but it's like one of the big rail shooter games. It's like, oh, you like rail shooters? You must like Time Crisis. Like, not really, no. Really not into Time Crisis. See? Like, blasphemy. It's like, I don't like Time Crisis. I want to tell you. Just not that into it. I always navigate the section like I'm drunk. I never got around to Dead Space Extraction. Alright, now, please hold your fire while I fuck this up real quick. Yeah, bye. Okay. Ah! Fuck, I fired too much. Ooh, too many extra shots. Gross. Didn't get enough damage off there. And the spicy reload. But otherwise, that was okay. I hope I didn't waste too many shots. Why does police officer lady try to kill him and walk like a zombie halfway through? She's possessed by a parasite. This speedrun accomplishes the bad ending. Different categories get different endings just as a consequence of their criteria. So, like, any percent, the fastest ending you get is bad plus, which is like bad, but slightly less so. And then you have the good plus category, where the goal is to get the good plus ending, because it's the best ending. Yo, Major Hitman, thanks for gifting 5 subs. I will read those when I get 2 seconds to think. Oh, no, never mind, no thinking, game fucked up. That's annoying. 6. What the fuck am I doing? I really overthought that puzzle. That was terrible. Melissa, the Based Bear, level 69 Gendermancer. Rebel Dragon 95 and Imbu UK. Enjoy your gift subs. Thank you very much, Major Hitman. I appreciate that. And this category gets the bad ending because it fights all the bosses, right? And you can't fight all the bosses if you get the plus ending, because one of the criteria of getting the plus ending is that you skipped the Sybil fight using the red liquid. That doesn't count as fighting the boss, so you can only either get good ending or bad ending, neither good or bad plus. And since bad ending in this case is slightly faster, you go for that. It does technically result in a different final boss, but whatever. The alternative is that you have to do 2 playthroughs for it to count as being an all bosses run, and that's kind of stupid. Really? Why?
I disagree.
Dude, throw me a fucking bone with these button presses. I'm just sad. I'm sad about it. Yo, Hound, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Missing the door, missing the door. Hound, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Nordson, Bliskaravet. Good job, Mr. 2%. 10 out of 10. And Wistful. Enjoy your gift subs. Thank you very much, Hound. See? See? Exploiting the PS1 horror games is working. September will be mine! Whenever I need to farm revenue, just bust out Silent Hill 1. It's like that fucking, it's like that SpongeBob scene of, like, Squidward putting SpongeBob, like, out behind the curtain. It's like Silent Hill. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Oh, Maury. Put out Silent Hill 2. Yeah! Woo! I put out Chicory. Cricket noises. I mean, I kind of expected that for Chicory, but still. I did that too early. Oh well. And then they pick up Rugrats Search for Reptar again, and the crowd goes fucking wild. Fucking Rugrats Search for Reptar. What a speedrun that is. What a speedrun. It can't be beat. Scrimblow Bimblow for the PSX. I gotta reclaim my fucking any percent record in Scrinkly Binkley's Backyard Bingo. You know? What was I can't remember my own joke. Did Chicky really make me cry? It made me cry so hard I had to take the next day off streaming because I killed my voice. Like, my voice stopped working. I cried so hard I actually genuinely threw my voice out. That last split was poop. But it is okay. Yo, Rubaloo, Princess Kira, thanks for the bits. Sounds like a must-play game. I think it's the best game released so far this year.
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
Cheryl?
It would take a nightmarishly good game to dissuade me
disagree.
from thinking that Chicory is probably going to be my game of the year at this point.
This can't be happening. Cheryl? Cheryl!
In case you guys haven't heard this before, I love this part of the run.
Estoy soñando sí, solo imagino, todo es real, ojalá que así no fuera. Que solo otro día, volver a donde fría, no sé si me buscas o si me esperas. Puedo ver en tus ojos y también tu rostro, quiero ver mi amada y dormirme abrazada.
This happens because of Speedrun. I'll explain later.
No puedo dejarte y menos olvidarte, no puedo saber qué quieres de mí. Puedo tocarte, incluso verte.
Yo, I received a pipe train.
Vamos más cerca, puedo sentirte tan cerca de mí. No me persigas, no me...
Alright, whatever. Fuck you. Shut up. Right, the reason that happens is that if you play the game on fast disk speed, it speeds up the song. That's good. That's much better. 32:30. That's an almost 28-second PB for this category. Cool. Shooting style, no aim. Shotgun mostly gets no aiming shot. You know what? That one's good enough to post on the leaderboard at least.